shit. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just putting a Gatorade pack in my bottled water. Give it a little flavor. Um, I just really, it's not really gonna be about fragrances unless you guys have something that y'all want to throw out there at me, ask me any kind of question about a fragrance or um, something like that. But I really just had something on my mind from earlier. Actually, it started last night, and it actually boiled over to today. Um, loyalty. Loyalty is a word that has been thrown around at me. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have already seen the video where I poured my heart out to you guys and let you know what I had been through. And this really is about the same chick. Well, the loyalty part. Um, her and her baby daddy or ex-husband or whatever. She used to throw that around at me a lot. Loyalty. I'm not loyal and stuff like that. So to me, that is a big thing. It always has been. Actually, both my jobs are floor tech jobs. Yes. Except last night I did floors because on Tuesdays and Thursdays are the days I really have much to do as far as like cleaning buildings. We're short-handed, so whenever we're short-handed, somebody just quit. Then that makes me have to go clean their route, which entails me sweeping, mopping, taking out trash, and build office buildings. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Last night, I stripped and waxed some floors. So yeah, you just got off from work. I feel you, brother. I'll be off after a while myself, but that word loyalty was thrown out there at me a lot. That I wasn't loyal. That I wasn't this. I wasn't that. But she was the one initially that wasn't loyal because she was telling people our personal business as well. I was trying to find someone to vent to, and she didn't like the person I was venting to, and it went from there. But this story actually has nothing to do with her. Uh, this is about the loyalty to my best friend. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have a best friend or a homeboy that, y'all are ace boon coons day one. Well, when I first moved to Brunswick, Georgia, I ran into this guy. I'm not going to put their names out there, but this dude, man, me and this dude been through thick and thin. We've been up and down the road together. We played ball together. Um, we fought together. We did a lot. And this dude is like my brother, man. I mean, I was there when his grandmother passed. Um, I was there through all his turmoil with all his exes and the stuff he went through. Same with me. We was there for each other. So, me personally, I have always had this code to where any of my close and personal friends, homeboys, I won't go back to them and date or fuck any of their ex-girlfriends or whatever. And to this day, I'm 41 years old. I have stood true to that, believe it or not, because there are a lot of guys out there who don't really give a shit, and that will do it. But his anytime him or any of his exes fell out or they split up or whatever, I turn my nose to them when I seen them on the streets. It's always, hey, how you doing? How the kids doing? Stuff like that. I never turn my back on them, whether they got along or not. Once you were in his circle, you always gonna be family to me, whether y'all together or not. So, um, me and his ex girlfriend or his kid's mother or whatever were friends on Facebook, And recently, I kind of noticed she was starting to get a little friendly, like a little too friendly. I didn't bring it up to her, but you know, I didn't flirt back. It was just innocent conversation. Just she said hey, and I said hi, and that was it. And then last night it got personal because she texted me while I was doing the floor, and she was like, um, "What you doing?" And I said, "I'm waxing the floor right now. Why?" She was like, "Well, what time do you get off?" I said 10. Why? And then she was like, "Well, what are you doing after you get off?" And I'm like, "I'm going home, find me something to eat, wash, and go to sleep." She was like, "Okay, well, point taken." And then something else happened. Something else was said in between that. Excuse me. And then at that point, in my mind, it had gone too far. And then I told her, I said, "Look, man, me and your kid's father are best friends. That's like my brother, his whole family, all his younger brothers, his older brother, all of us are like brothers. I never looked at any of y'all like that. Um, you know, that this can't happen." And she got mad at me. And I'm like, "Why are you mad at me for trying to be loyal to my best friend?" And she was like, "Well, we was together 20 years ago. But anyway, have a good night." So basically, I'm sitting around feeling like, what the fuck did I do wrong? And that's the story of my life. Anytime I think I'm doing the right thing, somebody always says something to make me feel like I did something wrong. So me personally, I didn't know whether to just let it go or let my best friend know what just happened. Me trying to be loyal, I told my best friend about it. And on the phone, he was like, "Man, don't worry about it. She'll be all right." So I guess when he hung up, he must have checked her about it. And then right after he got off the phone with me and he said whatever he said to her, she texted me through Messenger, which is how we always conversated if she, wanted to say anything to me. And I still have those messages on my phone. So if anything said otherwise, I can prove to myself and to whoever else that she was the one who tried me. I didn't try her. So she texted me and she was like, "Did you really have to bring more drama into my life? Um, you didn't have to go back and tell him that you really aren't as mature, or you haven't grown or matured as much as I thought you did, whatever, whatever." And I'm sitting there looking at my phone because she just blocked me when she said that. Right after she said that, she blocked me. And I'm sitting there looking at my phone like, how did I bring drama into your life when you was the one who tried to get at me? So I'm not understanding. So I want to get you guys' view on this. Do you think I was wrong for telling my best friend, or should I have just left it alone? And what do you think about me trying to be loyal to my best friend? Because I know there's dudes out there who wouldn't have gave two fucks about, whatever. If a chick come at him, it is what it is, and it's done. But I gotta look this man in his face. We shoot pool together. We shoot ball together whenever I can take enough or leave and being gay, rub on enough being gay to get out there and do it. But y'all tell me if y'all think I was in the wrong at all for what happened. Because I will say, first of all, maybe we shouldn't have been friends on Facebook. And I didn't see nothing wrong with it as long as it was harmful. But when she started trying to make it personal, that's what, went left. Well, basically, I just told everybody what happened, but in a nutshell, I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. But basically, my best friend's ex girlfriend or baby mama or whatever you want to call her, she basically tried me last night and tried to, I guess, either get me to come to her house or tried to get me to let her come over to my place. She basically was trying to get a little too personal with me, knowing that me and her ex are best friends. That's pretty much what happened in a nutshell. Brian Scott, you weren't wrong. I don't think I was wrong either. I mean, normally when something like this happens, I feel guilty, but I don't feel guilty because nothing happened. I didn't say anything out the way. I didn't tell her, you know, yeah or whatever. Me and her didn't have sex. We haven't even been around each other. So girls are always tripping hard to figure out. Yeah, that's one species that we will never be able to figure out. And that's been said since the beginning of time. You will never figure out a woman because their angle always changes. A man, we always get caught in our shit because we don't think. We always react with our dicks and not our heads. And we always make mistakes. They love drama too. You done the right thing. Yeah, I think so. And women do love drama. Whether they admit it or not, they're drawn to drama. I feel you, Bruce. I've been loyal to everybody who was in our circle back in our day, from middle school to high school to out of school, everyone who I rock with or rock with me. I have never, even cousins, I have never went back behind them and tried to holler at none of their exes, none of that. Even though I've had a few try to holler at me, I couldn't do it. I just wouldn't feel right doing that, knowing that I gotta look these people in their face. Even if somebody would have came to me and said, man, fuck that, man. If you want to fuck her, fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do, homeboy. I still would feel like if I did it, sooner or later it would be some kind of animosity, and I just couldn't do it. And this is not a made up story. This actually literally happened last night. Um, it was about nine something last night. I think it was like eight or nine something. I was in one of the other buildings, me and two other guys, and we were stripping a floor, and we had got everything cleaned up, and I told the other two guys they can go ahead and go if they wanted to, and I'll just finish waxing. Um, and that's when it happened. When I was drying the floor from putting down my first coat of wax, that's when it happened. She started texting me and asking me what I was doing and if I wanted company or something like that. She said, I think she was more upset that I told my best friend about it, and now he's pissed at her. There's too many females out there to bark up another man's tree. I know, right? And something else I never understood is the fact that if me and my old lady together and another dude happened to slide in and they start fucking or dealing with each other, I can't be mad at that dude. Why am I gonna be mad at him? I should be mad at her because she the one who invited this dude in to our space. She opened her legs to him and they did whatever. Why be mad at that man? Same way with females. I don't know how females be beefing with another female when her man is the one who's fucking this other chick. You should be wanting to stab his ass, not stab her. That makes no sense to me. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't feel bad at all. And if I did, I don't know why I would, because, like I said, I did nothing wrong. So Uh, hopefully, my best friend didn't take it the wrong way. Um, you know, because I hate for our friendship of, you know, 30 some odd years, 20 some odd years to be thrown away because of his ex trying to be thirsty. And ever since I changed my Facebook profile and I started putting up pictures of myself dressed up, you know, I got on fresh gear. I'm always smelling good. I stay shaved and trimmed up. As you can see, your boy got that Mr. Clean going on. I shaved last night. I trimmed my beard up. Um, I've been getting a lot of friend requests on Facebook. A lot of females at the job. A lot of females on the streets. Exes. All kinds of females been trying to get at me, man. And I don't know whether it looked like I got money, in which I work two jobs. I really don't have money left over after I pay child support, pay bills, make sure my kids straight. Even after they take out for child support, I still give my kids money out my pocket. So I don't know whether it's just a look that they think I'm doing good or what. But all of a sudden, all these females coming at me and they, I don't know, man. That could have been something because me and this chick, even though I ain't never beefed with none of his exes, she ain't never, like, we've talked. If I seen her around somewhere, like at a grocery store or she used to work at a hotel and I used to frequent that one hotel and I speak to her, whatever, but she ain't ever tried me like that. So I don't know if it's just the way I've been dressing and, my whole swagger changed, my demeanor. I look more assertive and, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. Exactly, Brian. I don't like that either. I can't stand that, man. Why get mad at, what I'm saying? Why get mad at the other female or male when your significant other is the one who let all this shit happen? If she would have been a woman or he would have been man enough to say, no, this is not going to be good. This is not going to turn out well. Sooner or later, it's going to come to light and it's going to fuck up my relationship. You know what I'm saying? Just go on about your business. We can't do that. And I feel like if your relationship is not as good as what you think it should be, something is wrong, whether the sex is lacking, it's boring, or you're not having as much fun as you used to, go to your other half and try to talk to them about that. And if they don't want to, help the situation get better, if things aren't changing, then maybe y'all don't need to be together. I would much rather be single and happy and be able to do what I do than to ruin somebody's life by hanging on to somebody and then going out and cheating. And now I'm ruining my other half's life because she's drugged through the mud and this other chick is being drugged through the mud. That makes no sense to me. Why we can't just be grown men and grown women, and just own up to whatever it is that needs to be fixed, fix it, and stop having all these broken relationships. I mean, I'm not sitting on here making it seem like I'm an angel. I'm not perfect. I'm the reason why my first marriage, only marriage, my last my marriage didn't work was because when I tried to be that man and step up and admit to my faults, she was already cheating and she didn't want to stop. So once I got it in my mind, oh fuck that. If she ain't gonna change, then why should I? Then when I didn't want to be that man no more and she wanted to be the wife now, that she see that I don't care no more, that's when, all the bitterness started between on her behalf because I didn't care anymore. But me and my ex-wife get along just fine. We don't have no problems. No, we don't sneak back and forth and sleep with each other. None of that stuff. She's remarried. It is what it is. My kids are happy, not with him being in the house, because he's not me. But my kids are happy. They're taken care of. I don't have no problems out of him, with the exception of some little shit. But he's a real bitch when it comes to certain stuff. But you know, it is what it is, man. Are you guys sleeping tonight? I mean, if I'm not talking about a fragrance, nobody wants to talk. I mean, I didn't bring anything with me. The package that I received earlier was Aspen. Um, I like Aspen. It smells good. The opening is, a little different, but on the dry down, it smells similar to Tres Nuit, which is supposed to be a clone of Green Irish Tweed. It does turn to a little bit of vanilla. Um, how's the weather? The weather here is fine. I'm in Brunswick, Georgia. Um, our weather is nice. It's kind of cool out right now, but during the day it's like in the 80s. It rained. I think was that last night or the night before. It was the night before. It rained kind of heavy. Oh shit, you in Denver? Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, man, it's officially spring here. We did have a little cold front that came through. Uh, we had a little cold front that came through. I think last week, so it was cold as fuck here, which was odd, but that blew by in a few days. Yeah, I would love to review um, L'Aventure Night by Al Haramain. Um, if you send me a sample, I can do it because I don't have it. Uh, if you want my email address, let me know and I'll give it to you on here. And you can email me. I'll give you my information, and then if you would like to send me a sample, I can sample it on here. I'm with that. I've had two subscribers already to send me some samples of some stuff, so that's what's up. I know you geoengineering the earth. Nah, nah, ain't nothing like that. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, whenever you can get it out to me, man. I mean, I'm patiently waiting. I'm not an impatient person at all. If it comes, it comes. If you don't send it, then I can't be mad about it. But I am looking forward to it. And the last two packages uh, that I received, they came kind of quick. And I gotta write down something to remind myself tomorrow when I'm at the hospital to pick up some syringes. Yeah, USPS, they do be on the ball. You'll send it priority. I mean, that's cool. If you want to spend, the extra coin to do it like that, I don't mind. But, if you send it regular, if it whenever it gets here, it gets here. I'm not asking you to spend too much money out your pocket. I don't know how much it's gonna cost to do that, but you know, You don't have to go out your way for, a review. Whenever it gets here, you'll get the review. Trust me. You guys know me. I rock with y'all a long way. But I'm not going to stop you if you want to send it priority. That's cool. I was on Fragrance X earlier. Excuse me. I was on Fragrance X earlier, and what do I think about F Black by Ferragamo? Uh, Me personally, I love it. I don't wear it as much because, as you get more and more fragrances, you tend to push the older stuff to the side. But I think F Black is a great fragrance in my book for us guys who like the cheapies. Now, I noticed when I first got in this fragrance thing that a lot of the bigger name reviewers now, when I first started, were a little bit lower on the packing order. And they used to talk good about Ferragamo. They used to talk good about Perry Ellis 360 Red, all the other cheapies out there. And then once they switched over to niche and them higher end fragrances, they stopped talking about that. They started saying that F Black smells generic. It smells synthetic now. It smells like a dryer sheet. Same thing they said about what's the other fragrances? What is it? All right, I feel you. I've been invested in. That's what's up. Um, what is the name of them damn fragrances? Yeah, I mean, I don't knock cheaper fragrances just because I got something better in my collection. Because, if it wasn't for those cheaper fragrances or the ones that came before everything else, where would we be? Sometimes those older fragrances paved the way for the newer stuff. Is how I see it. If it wasn't for stuff like Cool Water, the Ferragamo F Blacks, the Perry Ellis's, Aspen, if it wasn't for, uh, Youp or Jupe or however you want to call it, if it wasn't for shit like that came out back in the day, where would the fragrance game really be? It takes trial and error. Something might be too sweet or too earthy, or what I'm saying, something just right. Because of those fragrances, they took that same formula and just mastered it in something else. But to answer your question, if I haven't already, Ferragamo F Black is a great fragrance to me. And if you don't have it and you find it somewhere for a reasonable price, because you can find it for between 15 to 20, $25 depending on the bottle size. The big bottles you can find for about 20, 25 bucks. And then you can find the smaller bottles. I think it's like a 50 ml bottle for like 15 bucks or 10 bucks or some shit like that. You've been wanting to get, John, you've been wanting to get your nose on F Black. Man, you should be able to find F Black anywhere. Yeah, F Black is all over the place, man. Um, that was a fragrance really when I first got in the fragrance game that eluded me for a long time. Like I would see it at Ross, but I didn't have no money. And then when I came back, it was gone. And then, it happened again. I didn't have any money when I saw it. And then all of a sudden it was gone. And then one day I walked in and I just so happened to have money and I bought it. It was like sitting on the bottom. I've told this story before. Um, Actually, I reviewed that. That was one of my first few videos. And I told the same story. I kept going in Ross. I kept going in TJ Maxx. And I'd see it, but I didn't have money. And then when I finally got money, they didn't have it. And the one particular day I had some money on me, and I walked in, and this lady that works in Ross, she's like the store manager or something like that. She said she already knew me by this time from coming in and out of the store. And she was like, oh, we don't have what you're looking for. And my mind just kept telling me to 8 deep in the chat. Yeah, 9 now. Something just told me to go look anyway. And when I walked over there, I was looking around and I didn't see it. Something said, look down at the bottom. And on the very bottom shelf, like down damn near on the ground, it was pushed way back in the back like somebody was trying to hide it. And there it was. And I grabbed it and I hugged the shit out of it and I damn near kissed it. You know, I ran to the counter, I bought it, and it was mine. And I had it ever since. And I've only worn it maybe, I don't know, like 2 times since I've had it. But it's a pretty good fragrance. I actually have seen it recently. I think I seen it in Ross or Marshalls or something. No, it was in Ross, I think. I think I seen it in Ross. I mean, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, man. People do hide fragrances, especially if they don't have money. They take it and stick it in the back behind all the other fragrances. But I'm one of them dudes who like to dig and pull shit out. I've actually done that myself. I've actually hid a fragrance on the shelf until I could go get some money and come back. No, I have not smelled Pure Malt, but that is one that I want to get my hands on because I heard Pure Malt was an excellent fragrance. That one, what is the other one? It's Pure Malt and Pure Tonka. I want to try that also. Go hide it in a size 18 shoe. Yeah, Pure Havana is another one I want to try. The only one I have is what's the one I have? The one that smells like mint. A friend of mine bought it for me for, I think it was my birthday. Was it my birthday? No, I don't think it was my birthday. It might have been for Christmas. Yeah, I have, Crypto Mint. I have Angel Mint. I have the small bottle of that. I bought that actually from Bell's in Savannah, Georgia. I ran into it and I was not going to walk out of that store without it. That one actually almost deterred me because they say it smells like it got tar in it. And when I bought it, you smell a little bit of the tar, but it's not as bad as everybody says it is. It actually dries down to a nice sweet fragrance. And yes, Crypto Mint is the one I have. I let 2 women smell it that I was dealing with at different times, and they didn't like it, but I like it. Yeah, I like Amen. I like it. It smells good to me. I mean, but everybody knows it's different. And it could be your body chemistry also that, retains that tar note. On me, you get a little bit of that tar, but you mostly get sweetness. Um, it smells good to me. I've only worn it maybe once since I've had it. It's like a small, I think like a 30 or 40 ml bottle. It's a small bottle. Smelled like I was at the drag races. I mean, like I said, people. If you watch any other reviews on it, people do say that you get a heavy tar note. But to me, I didn't get that. It probably will drop in price, um, depending on which one you're talking about. If you're talking about Amen or you talking about Crypto Mint, because I found Crypto Mint in TJ Maxx for like $50. At Ulta, it's like $60 or $70, or if not more. But I didn't buy it. A friend of mine bought it for me. Which one you saying is a man scent? Crypto Mint or Amen? If you're talking about Amen, yes, it is a man scent. But I like it. I mean, it's nice to me. Yeah, I found it at TJ Maxx. It was like $50. Um, and that was for, I don't think it was a 100 ml bottle. I don't believe. I have to go home and look at it. I think it was for 50 ml, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Marshalls is dog shit right now, man. There is nothing out right now, period. The only thing our TJ, we don't have Marshalls here. I have to go to either Jacksonville, Florida, or Savannah, Georgia for it. But I'm like right in the middle in Brunswick. And we don't have Marshalls. We don't have Burlington. We don't have none of them stores. We just have Ross, TJ Maxx, Bells, Belks, and Ulta. That's all we have. And it's one of each. But the only time you really gonna find the best fragrances are around holidays, maybe Father's Day, Mother's Day. They might have some stuff in for Easter, Christmas. Um, around Christmas is the best time, but usually if you go like right after Christmas is when they start stuff on clearance. So yeah, but I mean, you do have to get up and go out there and check them places on the regular because they get trucks in. Now, maybe not as often right now, excuse me, but they do get trucks in. And when they do, you got to get there early because if you don't, people are going to snatch them up fast. Tell me about it, man. $50 for a Ventus? I mean, if I could find a Ventus or any of Ventus fragrance for $50, I'd buy it. But the prices they be selling that shit for, man, 150 and two, $300 and $400, I can't do it. Yeah, all them places been low, man. Ross, TJ Maxx, Bells ain't hardly got nothing. I found maybe a few Adidas. They got some Playboy fragrances that I already got. Uh, they do have one Kenneth Cole that I don't have, but I'm kind of iffy on Kenneth Cole. TJ Maxx really don't have much of shit. The only fragrance that they got that's worth anything is probably Polo Red. But I mean, I already got two fragrances that smell like that already. I actually have a decant of Polo Red and Polo Red Intense, and then I have another bottle of something else that smells just like Polo Red. Aventus is God sent. I guess. I mean, to me, to my nose, from what I smelled when I was in Atlanta, it smelled just like Club De Nuit Intense Man. And we all know Club De Nuit Intense Man does not have pineapple in it like Aventus. It has lemon. But on the dry down, they smell identical to me. So it was pointless for me to even think about trying to purchase Aventus when I got Club De Nuit Intense Man. It lasts just as long, it's just as powerful, and I get just as many compliments with that as Aventus. Now, I'm not knocking what you're saying. I don't have it to wear it, so I can't judge it like that. I've only got the dude didn't even spray it on a tester strip. He didn't even spray it on anything. He just handed me the bottle. He took the top off and let me smell it through the fucking bottle. That's how much he cherished this damn fragrance and didn't even want to spray it in the store. Playboy New York doesn't project very well on me. Um, I mean, like I always say, man. I mean, it's body chemistry most of the time. You also have to moisturize your skin, and if it still don't project, that's just not the fragrance for you. I had the same problem with Cuba Winter. Everybody on this channel was saying Cuba Winter was, you know, the shit. And granted, it smells great. It smells just like Invictus, the original. But when I sprayed it on, I only got flat out 2 hours of, projection and no longevity. After them 2 hours of projection, that was done. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I hope that works out by you mixing them like that. I've heard a lot of people say that on YouTube that there are usually two different batches. Uh, Most of the time, it's how they make it. If their ingredients are tweaked, or they try to substitute one for something else, it changes how it is when the finished product. Yeah, my friend got me one of them scented oils. Uh, with a Ventus, it has a Ventus and something else in it, but I haven't smelled it. She just gave it to me, and I just put it on my counter on my dresser. So I don't know what it smells like, but I'm gonna check it out when I get home though. I used to be heavy in them scented oils, um, and I know we're probably not talking about the same kind of oil, but um, I used to be heavy in the scented oil, but I got away from it when I started buying fragrances. I do know one thing. I think the batch that I smelled was a fruity batch in Atlanta. If anybody has a smoky batch, I know you just said you got a smoky batch. I want to sample that smoky batch if you don't mind, just to see what it smells like. Cause the only one I smelled was just that one in Atlanta, and the dude had a glass case that he had all his Aventus in, and that's the only one he let me smell was just that one, and I think it was the fruity batch. But to me, it smelled just like Club de Nuit Intense Man. All right, that's what's up. Well, I didn't realize what time it was. It's 9:23, and I get off at 10, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this trash in this building, and I got one other building I gotta do, and I'm gonna get on out of here. But if anything comes up, um, I'll let you guys know. I'll do another review when I get off, if I have anything else to talk about. But I thank you guys as always for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening to me. Thank y'all for y'all's opinion. And keep it 100. I'm out.